Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on gold, the pound USD, the USDCAD and the DXY. And today I'm starting up with the DXY. This previous week we've seen price actually become very much bullish here on the DXY. You've seen price retest the regions here of 103.50. That has made pound USD to be very bearish. On gold, we've seen the drop on gold, and we've seen USDCAD taking off some bull moves. So what am I anticipating going forward this week? We could actually just continue to the bull side, but a little bit of a pullback. We might actually see price probably pull back to these regions here before continuing to the upside, or more like this is my anticipation for the DXY retest of this region or this region, and then we'll continue to the upside, breaking these regions of 103.50 to go to the upside. All right, so two things here, maybe a pullback against this region and continue, or if we slide down to the 1 hour time frame, we could actually see that we might probably actually be retesting the very critical regions here, or critical resistant region here. So we won't be surprised, market open, we might just get price to actually just probably just pull back a little bit to this region here, pull back to this region, creating it more like a double bottom, and we just continue. Okay, so three anticipation: if price breaks below this region, we might hold these regions of 102.75 region, which is this anticipation here on the 4 hours, which is holding off these regions here, and then we'll continue to the upside. Or we could potentially retest these regions of 102 102.20 102.30 regions before going to the upside. But in the long run, I'll be very much confident to go for to see DXY very much bullish. If it breaks 103.50, I'll be very much confident for buys, the bullish sentiment on the DXY, which would in turn to bring us to a continuation to the downside here on gold. So potentially this week, two things I'm anticipating for gold to they are all bearish sentiment. I'm very much bearish except price breaks this downward trend line. So I'm anticipating price to hold off this region by continuing to the downside, or we could actually see price probably come back a little bit to this region to test this downward trend line one more time, or even potentially these regions of strong resistance before continuing to the downside. But otherwise, if we break this downward trend line and break above 2008, then we might actually see maybe a bullish sentiment here on gold. Straight next is the pound USD. More like correlation, we've seen price break through this downward trend line, creating lower lows and lower highs. So potential continuation to the downside is what I'm seeing here on pound USD. So for the week, we might actually retest 1.2350 and potentially price coming to 1.22 regions. Before that would happen, we might actually see price pull back in maybe to the regions of 125 one more time, or even 125.50 regions here to create a perfect head and shoulder patterns before we drop. So what did I just say? I mean, we could actually just from these regions continue to the downside, break, retest, continue, or we could actually pull back a little bit to these regions or these regions and then continue to the downside. Okay, so key things to look out for on pound USD. And lastly, on USDCAD, if the DXY is very bullish, then we might anticipate a very continuation in to the bullish sentiment on USDCAD, and I'm very much confident to actually go for buys on USDCAD if it comes back to break this region, so 1.3550. That would give me a very much confidence to enter buys to these regions, break, retest, continue. All right, other than that, we've been seeing rejections before market closed on Friday, so there's a potential possibility for price to probably come back a little bit to regions, pick up orders, manipulate these regions before continuing to the upside. Whichever way, we'll see how that will play out. But the buys will start when price breaks through this consolidate, this resistance created here on 1.3520. All right, that's that for the week. I'm very much excited. My best pair would probably be the gold and then the USDCAD and the pound USD. Sorry. So rejection from this region, mostly probably if you have a push to these regions, and then we'll continue to the downside. Okay, so let's see how the week will play out. I'll see you guys on Friday for the recap. Make sure you enjoy your week, guys. Back some peeps. I'll see you Ciao.